Hi, welcome to Universal Co-Creation. My name is Tiffany Feedy. I am here with my co-host, Lauren Olivia, and we are super excited to check out a energy update with you today for the week of June 6th. What is the date that we're doing this for?
June 8th.
June 8th, going forward. Sorry, I'm not a calendar person, obviously. But yeah, supposed to be a quick little update, and we just had our first Zoom gathering on Friday, and it was beautiful and wonderful. So again, if you're interested in joining us for the first Friday of the month, check out all the links below because it's doing really well. It's a really cool group and gathering, and we had a lot of awesome experiences. So Lauren.
And when you join the monthly gathering, you have access to a Facebook group where we talk about the stuff that's going on. We talk about the themes that we talk about here in Universal Co-Creation. So it's a great opportunity. Don't forget also, if you're watching this, to like and subscribe so that you get regular updates on these videos that we do. So we do some like the predictions, energy forecast type stuff. And then we also do some that are just basic like information about chakras, colors, angels, whatever.
Yep. Awesome.
So before we got started, I was shuffling my deck of chakra cards and just, you know, kind of getting ready for this, and the root chakra blessing, I trust and believe in myself and others, came out. And I know that's backwards, so I apologize. But basically, I thought, okay, you know what? I actually feel that really hard right now. We've been talking about change. We've been talking about shift. We've been talking about co-creating with the universe. We've been talking about how, you know, light workers are awakening and all of this stuff is happening, especially, you know, ascension. And one of the fundamental things that I believe is that you have to be rooted in your 3D experience. Even as we are transitioning to a 5D experience, we are still 3D beings. And so part of that for us is having that root chakra really healthy, really well maintained, so that we can send that energy down into Gaia, and it can receive that energy from Gaia, and it can support us in the rest of our chakras. So for this week of June 8th to the 15th, my intention for you guys is do some root chakra, and all you have to really do is send intention. What I usually do is just think about, you know, figure out where you believe your root chakra kind of would be physically in your body, and send red light and energy to that area, and it nourishes it. It kind of like fills it up. So that's my suggestion going forward for the week, is about concentrating on that root, because as so much stuff is coming in through the crown, as our third eyes are getting activated, as we are speaking our truth more through that throat chakra, as we are feeling ourselves in our hearts, all of that stuff is fantastic. That's great, but we need that foundation. And so at this time, if you're feeling a little discombobulated, the energy has felt a little thick, is the way that I describe it. It just doesn't feel like things are flowing like they normally do. And that's okay, right? Like that happens. So in that moment, just stop, give your root a little bit of attention. And if you feel so inclined, also send some energy down through the out from your root to your hips, down those legs, out through those feet chakras, into the earth. And then also allow Gaia to come up through those feet, up your legs, into your hips, and into that root chakra, just so that you're getting that energy exchange, and you're really feeling that grounding. So that's my suggestion for this week, is really connect with Gaia and grounding. There are other things that you can do. You can connect with the Earth Star chakra. You know, you can do gritting to the earth, but I feel like just kind of, if you're going to do nothing else, do that little grounding exercise I just walked you through.
You know, it's funny, that actually felt good, just the walking through it, the quick walking through it. I felt today, Fox and I were on a little bike ride, and he kept having a hard time wanting to stop, and it's really hot and sweaty here. But I didn't make him, but I said, pull over to that tree. and get off your bike, go, let's go. And he knew what I wanted him to do because he knows. We got and we hugged the tree, and we loved the tree. We gave the tree love, and we asked the tree to remove our stuff and just to help us. And we had a good bike ride. I mean, I had my mom come pick him up because it was just tough for him, but it was just like the remembering, I just got to give this away. We need to connect. We need to just connect. And so we hugged that tree and we felt the good, loving energy. And I knew that's what I needed, right? All right, so I pulled this tarot card. I'm new to tarot. I'm educating myself, and I got the craziest, most difficult deck to use. I didn't start with the Rider-Waite. So it's Father of Cups in the north, and it's Odin. And whenever I get Odin, I feel a very big sense of intuition and of having clear thought. I think of like a eagle eye, even though the bird that he symbolizes is really the raven, but I get this like really strength of intuition and groundedness. So the message of grounding is really powerful. So again, I'm new to the tarot world, like officially. So it's King of Cups. And I know for cups, that is, the energy of water, right? And kind of an emotion, right? Is cups emotion? Do you know what cups is? You don't know, right? So
I believe so, yeah.
So it was upright. And so, mastery of the realms of emotion, creativity, and the unconscious. Okay, good. So it's funny because I've had a difficult week myself and the energy has felt thick, but now going forward, I'm placing an awareness on it and realizing that a shift needs to happen, going to practice the grounding ritual, getting back to nature, and doing some healing and some self-love, self-care, soulful, spiritual, energetic self-care ritual that I've honestly been denying myself just because I just haven't done what I'm supposed to. And I can already see the clouds clearing going forward and the emotional balance kind of coming back. Plus the eclipse season, man, it is a effect. So I'm excited about that energy coming up, that King of Cups, that strong foundation, emotional awareness, and I love the energy of Odin too. He's one of my guides. He just comes divine, strong, intuitive presence, and it feels really good. So that's all I have to share about that.
Awesome.
The ritual of connecting to nature and grounding to Gaia is so healing.
So what I would say is that even if you don't believe in hugging a tree, and so if you're watching this and you're like, okay, I'm not a tree hugger, just try it. I have a friend and coworker it was suggested to her to do it, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. And she was like, oh my gosh, I felt so much better. Like, you don't really necessarily have to believe in these things, you just have to be willing to try something different, and you'll have amazing results. I have always seen that. I also, just one quick other experience, I had a friend who was doing a lot of energy work, and he was helping somebody to like pull energy out of them, helping them release energy, and he took some of it on. And so if you are a new energy worker and you're taking on other people's energy or stuff around you, you can go to a tree and the tree will help you to release that. It will take it for you and give it to Gaia. So that's also helpful if you are feeling like you're taking on a lot of stuff from other people and you feel like you're holding other people's energy. Trees will help you to release that. So I pulled a card, and actually, again, this one popped out, and this is from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the card is called Divine Order, so you can see that there's an angel with the scales, but I have felt more called to Archangel Raguel, which is the archangel of the card, and he says, Archangel Raguel, it's Raguel, has beautiful pale blue energy, like the sky on a perfect spring morning. He's the archangel who guides people to act in fair and just ways, and Raguel also gives us faith in humanity's essential goodness. Do we need that right now? Heck yes. Wearing or holding an aquamarine crystal will align you with Raguel's kind and wise persona. If you don't have an aquamarine crystal, you can also just like intend to bring that angel with you, or you could even just intend to have that aquamarine to carry that essence. But I really like that the message basically that, yeah, you know, everything is working out exactly how it's supposed to. And even if it doesn't seem like it at this time or feel like it at this time, it's all happening in divine timing, which is super important. And I always forget that. I always think, oh my gosh, why didn't this work out the way that I wanted it to? And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's why it didn't work out the way that I wanted to, because I always ask for this or something better. And I always get that something better, but it doesn't necessarily look like what I want at the time. So you kind of have to suspend some of the my way type thinking. Like I think that I know the best way to get to what I want, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes the best way to get to what I want hasn't even been shown to me. So keep an open mind as you go through this next week. Get that connection with the earth, get your connection with the trees, and just suspend your will about making things happen for just a little bit as we move through this thick energy and see how things are falling into place. It's like puzzle pieces, or like sometimes I see it as gears. Like the gears are coming together and it's all going to work perfectly. But if I'm trying to like jam them together, or they don't come like they could, it's not as easy of a flow. So thank you for joining us. We are Universal Co-Creation, Tiffany Feedy, Lauren Olivia. You can like and subscribe down below. There will be links to the monthly gathering, which is really the like pinnacle event that we do every month about co-creating. And there's so much stuff that goes on in it. It's kind of hard to say, oh, well, because each month is different, and it is tailored to those who show up for it. So last month this month we did some portal work. We did, what else did we do?
We did.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the guided meditation, the portal work, channeling.
Tiff channeled some stuff. Then the month before we did a lot of like preparatory work, like working with preparing our bodies, throat chakra stuff. So it really is about the group that shows up. And it's exciting. It really is. We put a lot of energy and intention and heart into it because this is what we feel called to do. So we're excited to be able to connect with you guys. In the future, we'll be having live in-person events, but until things are opened back up, we're doing the gathering via Zoom. Again, thank you for joining us. Have a great week.
Thank you.